Good morning, my name is Nicola. I'm going to be taking you through a Vinyasa flow this morning. I'm going to do this for a compassionate heart opening, help with a little bit of anxiety, whatever you need today. So coming into our practice, and a reminder as you come into your practice today, to allow yourself a little bit of compassion, giving yourself this time. Reminder, this time is for you, so when you go through the asanas or postures, please listen to your body and only do what your body will allow you to do. So we are going to start in child's pose this morning. So knees are mat distance apart, big toes come together, sit bones come down to the heels, and then allowing the hands to walk out in front, coming into child's pose or balasana. So you can either rest the head onto one side or the other, or rest your head down onto the mat on your forehead. So taking some nice long deep breaths here. Deep down into the chest, past the rib cage, deep into the abdomen, and releasing with a big sigh. Nice long deep breath. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Letting go the remains of the day. Letting go what no longer serves you. Coming into this present moment, feeling your body resting on all the points that's touching the surface beneath you. And a reminder as you go through your practice, if at any time you need to rest, feel free to do so. And then if you did have your head on one side, just turning over onto the other side. So allowing your neck to release. And then slowly, mindfully walking the hands up to reach the knees. Knees come together. And from here, we're just going to raise the knees up slightly, feeling that stretch along the calves here. Shoulders pull back and down. Hands come back just to steady you. And breathe. And then releasing the knees down, we're going to curl under the toes, spreading the toes out wide as we come into a form of Virasana. So if you wear high heels, you're going to feel this one. Shoulders pull back and down, so sat in hero pose. And then whenever you're ready, you can release out of the pose at any time you wish. We're going to come down to our tabletop, so hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Hands are spread out like a starfish. And we're just going to warm up the spine, so we're going to arch the spine. Now, if you have neck issues, you may want to keep your neck in neutral, so in line with the spine. Or if you don't have any neck issues, we can allow the belly to drop, arch the spine, pull the shoulders back and down, and look, gazes up. So coming into Vinyasa or cow pose, and then exhale as we come into that stretching cat. So pushing up with the hands, rounding in the shoulders. Into Ardha Madhyasana or stretching cat. Inhale, coming forward. So moving with your own flow and pace of breath. Inhale and exhale. Coming back to tabletop, we're going to take the left hand out, level with the shoulder. We're going to take the right leg back. Leg is level, heel is level with the hip. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Elbow towards the knee. Inhale, kicking back. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. 3 more at your own flow and pace of breath. And on the last one, we're going to hold here. Float the hand down, float the knee down. And just dance out the hips and the shoulders. Moving with grace and ease. And then from here, we're going to take the right hand forwards, level with the shoulder. Left heel sits back, level with the hip. And you may want to look back to make sure your heel is level with the hip. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale as we bring the elbow to the knee. Kick it back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. 3 more following your own flow and pace of breath. And then slowly allowing the hand to float down, float the knee down. From here, we're going to take the left leg out to the side, so coming into Parigasana, if that speaks to you, and if it doesn't, that's okay too. From here, we're going to float the right hand up, and then exhale as we peel the hand, threading the needle through. So resting down onto your shoulder, resting down onto the right ear. If this is enough of a stretch for you, staying right here. Pressing down towards the mat with your left hand to make sure you feel that stretch in the shoulder, because this is a heart opener. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can take the hand behind the back at the sacral spine or the crease of the right hip. And breathe. And then slowly, if you went deeper, bringing the hand back so it sits underneath the shoulder. Push up with the hand. Slowly bringing that knee back. And again, dancing out the hips. And then I'm just going to turn around so we can repeat that on the other side. So again, the right leg comes out to the side, grounding down the hand on the right side this time. We're going to peel the left hand up, nice opening in the heart, and then threading the needle through. So again, if you're here and that's enough of a stretch, just gentle pressure maybe on the mat to feel the stretch in the shoulder. However, again, if you want to go deeper, you can take the right hand this time behind the back towards the sacral spine, or maybe the crease of the left hip this time. So we're in a heart opener here, but with Parigasana legs or gate pose. And breathe. So feel that shoulder pull back and down, but again, if there is any pain or discomfort at any of these poses, not just this one, between higher than a 4 to 6 out of 10, please release into a gentler form of the pose, or rest in child's pose, whatever you feel your body needs. And then slowly, mindfully bring the hand back to center. We went deeper, bringing the hand so it will sit underneath the shoulder. Put pressure in the hand, pushing up. Bringing the hands back underneath the shoulders and then allowing the knee to gently come back. Coming back to our tabletop. So from here we're going to curl under the toes. We're going to push down with the hands, pushing the sit bones up towards the ceiling, coming into our first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. So equal pressure in the hands and the feet. So as you can see, my heels are down towards the mat. However, if your body isn't there, if you're here, that's okay. Just being where you are. So from here, we're going to come high on toes and then press the heels down. High on the toes, pressing down. And then one more time, high on the toes, pressing down. From here, we're going to look forwards and slow walk up to meet the hands. Uttanasana, fold in. Allowing the head to become heavy, releasing the shoulders. A reminder, if you're ever clamping in the jaw, to release the jaw will allow the rest of the body to relax. If you need to micro bend the knees in this pose, you have tight hamstrings, listen to your body. Nodding the head yes, shaking the head no. Inhale as we walk the hands over towards the right side of the foot. Parivrtta Uttanasana. And then slowly, mindfully walking the hands over towards the left. So Parshva Uttanasana, sorry. And then back to center. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana, shoulders come back and down, neck stays in line with the spine. Reminder, if you need to micro bend the knees, micro bend the knees. Exhale, release. Inhale, as like a ragdoll, you start to sweep the hands to the ankles, engaging the legs here. Hands come to the knees, the thighs, tacking the pelvis. Opening the heart, shoulders come back and down, hands rest at the sides in Samastiti. Inhale, hands up. Exhale as we dive in. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands plant down. We're going to step, walk, or jump back to our downward facing dog. And from here, we're just going to walk the dog. And breathe. And then from here, we can either flow through Vinyasa or knees, chest, and chin. So knees, chest, and chin. Hands come underneath the shoulders. For baby cobras, we keep the elbows tight to the rib cage. So coming halfway up. Exhale, release. Or you can come into full cobra by straightening the arms. Shoulders stay back and down. Exhale, release. Or the other version is weight comes into the feet, engaging the legs, tops of the feet, bringing the hands back just slightly, coming into upward facing dog. Shoulders come back and down, gazes forwards. And then slowly, mindfully, we're reversing the flow, coming back through chest and knees, or coming all the way through to downward facing dog. And breathe. And then inhale as we bend the knees deeply. We're going to step, walk, or jump to Uttanasana. Fold in. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale as we bend the knees deeply, floating the hands all the way up. And exhale through heart center. Tadasana, Namaskar. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Planting the hands, looking forwards, we can step, walk, or jump back to our lovely plank. And holding the plank here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to raise the heel level with the hip and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Float through the vinyasa on knees, chest and chin. Inhale to your version of the pose, and then floating through to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. And then inhale as we bend the knees deeply, step, walk or jump to Uttanasana, forward fold. Relaxing. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Reminder to bend the knees if you need and sweep the hands forward, coming all the way up. Maybe this time going into a slight back bend as we engage here. Hips come slightly forward, nice arch in the spine, and down through heart center. Inhale up, exhale fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Again, step, walk or jump back to our lovely plank. And a reminder here, if I'm going too fast, please go at your own pace. You're going to hold the plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Raise the heel up, level with the hip on the left side this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Float the leg down. Again, either knees, chest, and chin. Your form of the pose coming up. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. And breathe. 3 breaths here. You may want to walk the dog, you may want to just rest in the dog, your choice. And then inhale as we bend the knees deeply. We're going to step, walk or jump to Uttanasana. Folding. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale as we bend the knees deeply, sweeping the hand forwards and all the way up. Maybe a slight back bend. Exhale through heart center. Again, sweep the hands up. And diving in. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. This time we're going to walk the feet back. Coming into downward facing dog. Now raise the right leg up. Coming up high on the sole of the left foot. And bringing the knee in towards the nose. Stepping the foot up between the hands. Inhale as we bring the hands into our runner's lunge. So hands sweep back. Or you can link the hands together. It gives you a nice shoulder opener here. Again, be where you are. Breathe. Float the hands down. We're going to ground down through the left hand as we peel the right hand up. So coming into a nice heart opener here. Feel that hand pushing up towards the ceiling. Still engaging those inner thighs to protect the knees. And then sweeping that hand down. We're going to do that on the other side. So replacing the left hand with the right. And then inhale the left hand up. Coming into a twist. So again, nice heart opener, shoulder opener here. Engaging those inner thighs so you keep composure and integrity in the pose. And then again, bringing the hands back down, framing the foot. From here, we're just going to pivot on the right foot, pivot on the left, flowing through center, and then walking the hands over towards the left foot, pivot on that back, so both feet are facing forwards, coming up onto the fingertips, bending that knee at the front, coming into a runner's lunge. So you're just sweeping the hands back, so you feel that nice straight line with the body here, or bringing the hands together, linking the hands behind the back, so feeling that heart opener, and breathe. Neck stays in line with the spine. Float the hands down, grounding down for the right hand this time, and then peel the left hand up, coming into a heart opener. Breathe. Float the left hand down, replacing the right hand with the left, and then repeat that on the other side. And then float the hand down, frame the foot. I'm going to take the left foot back to the right, and then float through Vinyasa on knees, chest and chin, your choice. Coming back to downward facing dog. And then inhale as we take the right foot up into three-legged dog, come high on the sole of the left foot. Inhale as we stack the hips, bringing the knee forwards towards the nose, stepping up between the hands. Back foot comes to a 90-degree position. Full rotation with the left arm as we come into Virabhadrasana 2. So your stance doesn't necessarily need to be this wide. If you need to come in, feel free to do so, listening to your body and only being where you are. Some engagement in the feet, so feeling the four corners of the feet, heavy in the big toe, outside edge of the back foot, and then inhale as we take the arms out to the sides, level with the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Maybe allowing your body to go a little bit deeper into the pose. But again, listening where you are, not forcing. And breathe. Gaze is over the middle finger. And from here we can either flip the front palm, coming into Viparita Virabhadrasana, reverse warrior, taking the hand down the leg. The other hand comes up, or taking the left hand to the crease of the right hip. Or what I found recently is that I link the hands like this behind my back. Nice opening the shoulders, and then take my hands, both hands to the crease of the right hip, and then arch back. Feeling that nice opening in the chest. And breathe. Inhale as we straighten the legs. Hands come out to the sides. Now you might want to come in a little if you need, heel toe that back foot if you need. Micro bend in that front knee. Hands come back out. We're going to extend, so kicking the hips back towards the back of the room, reaching forwards. Hold here. And then when you can't reach any further, coming into our Trikonasana or triangle pose. So you can either have your hand down or feeling a little bit of pressure against the lower arm and the calf here. And breathe. Nice opening in the chest here. Inhale as we gaze down and slowly coming back up. And breathe. Hands come back to the hips. Pivot on that back foot. Float the hands down. Maybe take a vinyasa or rest in child's pose, your choice. Inhale as we take the left leg up this time. Come high on the sole of the right foot. Inhale the knee towards the nose. Step up between hands. And breathe. So from here, we're going to take both feet as we pivot the feet, coming into Prasarita Padottanasana. And then pivot on the feet again to take it to the other side. So this time we're going to full rotation with the left arm coming into Virabhadrasana 2. Flip that front palm, coming back to Viparita Virabhadrasana. So repeating on the other side. Or you could bring the hands behind the back. So I'm showing you again on this side so you can see what my hands are doing. So linking the hands together, nice opening in the chest as we look up, and then the hands come to the crease of the right hip. And breathe. And then slowly coming out of the pose. Coming back to Virabhadrasana 2. Hips are towards the sides. Hands level with the hips. Gaze is over your middle finger. And again, you should be able to see your big toe. If not, you need to adjust your position. And then again from here, if you need to walk the back foot in, heel toe the back foot a little, feel free to do so. Straightening that front leg with a micro bend in the knee. Hands come back out. And then kick the hips towards the back of the room, reaching forwards. And then coming into Trikonasana on this side. So again, if you need your hand to come down, being where you are. And breathe. So neck stays in line with the spine. Gaze can either be up towards the thumb if you don't have any neck issues, towards the side, or gaze down towards the big toe. Inhale, coming back up. Hands come back to the hips. Again, pivot on that back foot. Whoops, I fell out. Hands float down. Take the right foot back to meet the left. And then take a vinyasa or rest in child's pose, your choice. Taking 3 breaths here. And then slowly, mindfully, we're just going to walk up about halfway. And coming down into a boar squat. I'm just going to turn to face you so you can see me. So feet come out at a 90-degree angle. Now if your heels don't touch the earth, that's okay. If you're high up like that, that's okay too. If you need a block or some books to sit on in this position, feel free to do so. So we're going to come into a wide-angled squat. So hands come to heart center, allowing the arms to push out to the sides. Tucking the pelvis, nice tall straight spine. So we've warmed up the body by doing the Vinyasas or Chaturanga Dandasana. So we're now just going to do some balancing poses. So if this is your regular practice, asana, you may want to just try coming high on the toes. And back down. High on the toes. Back down. High on the toes. And back down. So this is a nice hip opener here. So if you have a bind in your regular practice, you may want to take the right hand round the leg, reach the left hand up. You can stay here, or linking the hands behind the back. So feeling that nice heart opener, making sure the neck again stays in line with the spine, and breathe. And then slowly coming back, releasing the pose. If that was too deep, you might just want to take the left hand to the midline and reach the right hand. Slowly coming back down. And if you want to go into a bind on the other side, again, if it's too deep, you don't have to do it. It's your choice. Everything's a choice. Taking the left hand behind the leg, reaching behind with the right hand, linking the hands together. Feel that opening in the chest. And again, neck stays in line with the spine. Keep that core engaged, tucking the pelvis. And breathe. And then slowly release. Again, if that was too deep, maybe just taking the right hand to the midline, reaching the left hand up. Sweep the hands back down. We're going to push down with the hands and slowly come back up to our forward fold. And relaxing, allow the head to become heavy, releasing the shoulders. Again, not clamping in the jaw. And then from here, we're going to bend the knees, deeply sweep the hands forwards, coming into Utkatasana or chair pose. So big toes can be together, or your feet can be shoulder distance apart for extra stability. So I'm just going to come to the side so you can see. So heavy in the heels. And release. And then sweeping all the way back up. I'm just going to come into tree pose. So I'm going to show you the different levels. So you can ground down through the left foot, feeling the four corners of the earth. Spread out the toes. Plant the toes will give you extra stability. Engage the leg. Right foot can either come to the sole of the foot, allowing the heel to rest along the ankle or on the toe. Or you can bring the heel to the middle of the calf, but nowhere near the knee. That's very important. Hands are at the crease of the hips. Or if your hips are open, you can bring the heel to the inside of the thigh. Or if you have half lotus in your regular practice, you can bring the heel to the hip. So wherever you are, be where you are. Inhale the hands up over the head and down through heart center. Breathing here. Slight bend in that left knee if you need. Shoulders the back and down. Gaze or drishti focal point is about 3 or 4 feet ahead. Now, if you're not breathing, you won't be able to balance. So breath is really important in any balancing poses. So balancing also helps the left and right brain, and also helps as we age to decrease the chances of trips and falls. So this is quite important. And then slowly, mindfully, if you were in half lotus, slowly releasing pose and shake it out. And then we're just going to repeat that on the other side. So engaging down with the four corners of the right foot this time. Spread out the toes, plant the toes down. Again, gives you extra stability. Hands come to the crease of the hips. Coming onto the sole of the foot, you can stay right here. This is your regular practice, being where you are. Or come up onto the toe. Or heel to the middle of the calf, nowhere near the knee. Or heel to the inside of the thigh if your hips have opened. Or maybe if you have half lotus in your regular practice, bringing the heel to the crease of the hip. Again, raise the arms up overhead and down through heart center. And breathe. So again, drishti is about 3 or 4 feet ahead. Now, if you want to practice a little bit of extra balance, a little bit more challenging, maybe draw a line with the nose and looking up. And back down. And if you fall out, that's okay too. So a reminder that one side is normally different to the other. So pulling the shoulders back and down, again, engage that breath. Use your breath to support your body. Maintain that drishti or focal point about 3 or 4 feet ahead. That will allow you to balance you. Release the hands, maybe coming back to the hips. Release the leg gently and shake it out. So we're going to come into one more balancing. So again, grounding down through the four corners of the feet as you need. We're going to start on the left leg. So feeling the 4 bandhas of the feet or 4 corners of the left side of the foot. Again, curl up the toes, spread the toes, plant them down. Again, will give you extra stability. Bringing the right knee forwards, linking the hands over the shin, shoulders pull back and down. I always like to do this before I come into dancer's pose. This gives me a little bit of an extra stretch. And then slowly, mindfully, hands come to the hips. Taking that right leg back. I'm just going to link my hands behind my back. It acts as a bit of a pulley system, helps me balance. So again, gaze is about 3 feet ahead and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming back. Hands come back to the hips, taking the foot out in front. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Shake it out. You should feel that in your shin muscles. And then grounding down through the right 4 corners of the feet or bandhas. Again, curl up the toes, spread the toes, plant them down. Hands come to the hips. Pull the shoulders back and down, engage the core, zipping up the Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale as we bring the knee in towards the chest, linking the hands over the shin, shoulders pull back and down. Slowly release the knee. Again, if you want to link the hands behind the back or leave them at the crease of the hips, your choice. As we sweep the leg back, coming into Virabhadrasana 3, or a form of dancer's pose. So hips stay square, flexing the foot. Gaze again is about 3 feet ahead. And then inhale as we bring the leg back through. And then bringing that leg out in front and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shaking it out. And then from here, maybe taking a vinyasa or resting in child's pose as you need. So inhale up, exhale fold. Inhale flat back. Exhale fold. Plant the hands down. We're going to step, walk, or jump back to our plank. And then take a vinyasa. So coming forwards and down. Back to down dog. And breathe. And then from here, we're going to bend the knees deeply. We're going to jump through, coming down onto the sits bones. And breathe. As we slowly sweep the hands back, coming into Dandasana. And then slowly, mindfully reaching the hands out in front. Slowly coming down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands down by the sides of the hips. We're going to inhale as we engage the core, bringing the legs up. Nice flex in the foot. Then when we reach the top, we're going to exhale, lower the legs, and lower the hips. Inhale, raise back up. Exhale, lower down, lower the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2, 1. One bullock. And release. Bring the feet together, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. Allowing the knees to fall out to the sides. And if you need blocks to support your legs, you can put blocks here. And in this pose, allowing the shoulders to come away from the ears. Palms facing up. And maybe, if you wish, you can put gentle pressure on the thighs, feeling a nice opening in the hip here. Or if you wish, you can bring the elbows out level with the shoulders, coming into cactus arms. Your choice. And then slowly, mindfully, bringing the hands down to support the thighs as we bring the knees back together. I'm going to take the feet to mat distance apart and just windscreen wipe the legs. And then from here, we're going to walk the feet back to hip distance apart. I'm going to take the hips over towards the left, crossing the left leg over the right, bringing the hands out to cactus, and then allowing the knees to fall over towards the right. Gaze goes back to the elbow, coming into a nice twist here. And if this is too deep, you can uncross the legs and just allow the knees to sit on top of each other. So it's important that the shoulders stay grounded to the earth here, coming to this nice twist. So again, opening the heart and taking some nice long cleansing breaths here. On the next inhale, we're going to engage the core, bringing the knees back up and cross the legs, coming back to center, and then taking the hips just slightly over towards the right, crossing the right leg over the left, and then allowing the knees to fall over towards the left side. Gaze comes over towards the right elbow this time, coming into that lovely twist, and breathe. Allowing the breath to support you. And then on the next inhale, bringing the knees back up and crossing the legs, bringing the hips back so we're back to center. And then we're going to hold on to the shins, bringing the knees in towards the chest, and just circle the knees one way, massaging out the sacral spine. And then circle the knees the other way. And then we're just going to rock and roll for 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to Dandasana, hands sit by the side of the hips. We're just going to come into reverse tabletop. So inhale, engage the core, shoulders pull back and down again, opening the heart. So if you have neck issues, we're not going to take the neck all the way back. So again, listening to your body. Inhale as we engage the core, coming into reverse tabletop, reaching back. Exhale as we slowly come back to Dandasana. And we're going to inhale the hands up. And exhale to Paschimottanasana. So hands come down towards the knees, the shins, the ankles, or the feet. Shoulders pull back and down. Neck stays in line with the spine. We're not diving in here, and breathe. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Maybe allowing the chest to sit a little bit deeper, but again, the neck stays in line with the spine. Shoulders go back and down. And then again, sweeping the hands back to Dandasana. We're just going to do that 2 more times. So inhale, engage the core, pulling the shoulders back and down. And then slowly, mindfully bending the knees, coming onto the soles of the feet as we come into the reverse tabletop. Pushing up with the shoulders, not dumping here. And then slowly coming back down, bringing the sit bones back towards the hands in Dandasana. Again, engage the core, sweep the hands up. And then exhale as we come to Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. So wherever your hands sit is where you should be. Shoulders pull back and down. And breathe. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. And then one more time, sweeping the hands back. Pull the shoulders back and down, engage the core. And then slowly, mindfully bending the legs as we come onto the soles of the feet, coming to reverse tabletop, either tucking the chin or going to full extension of the pose. And then slowly, mindfully coming all the way back to Dandasana, bringing the sit bones back to the hands. Again, engage the core, inhale the hands up. Exhale, fold. Pulling the shoulders back and down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And then from here, we're going to take the hands so they sit at the base of the sits bones. Allowing the elbows to come behind the rib cage, coming into Matsyasana, fish pose, pointing the toes, and then extend up through the spine. Again, if you have neck issues, keeping the neck tucked. If not, you can come into full extension. And then maybe eventually your head may come back to the earth, maybe not. Nice opening in the chest here. And then slowly tuck the chin. Allow the elbows to come out wide. And then we may finish in an inversion or legs up the wall. If this is enough for you, stay right here. If not, you may come into a shoulder stand or Salamba Sarvangasana. So you may want to follow me. So knees come in towards the chest. And then curl up as we engage the core, bringing the hands to the lower back. Elbows come in as close as they can together. Neck stays in line with the spine, so allowing the neck to be as far away from the chest as you can, but not looking from side to side. It's very important. Inhale, engage the core, engage the legs, pointing the toes. This is good for the Vishuddha chakra or throat chakra too. And then if you have plow or halasana in your practice, you may flex the feet, taking the toes behind the head, slowly, mindfully engaging the core. And if your feet hit the earth, tops of the feet can hit the earth, only if they have done that can you link the hands together and take them down behind your back. And breathe. And then slowly, mindfully coming back up, bringing the hands towards the back, engaging the core as we come back up. And then slowly coming out of the pose as we bring the knees towards the chest. And then slowly rolling down one vertebrae at a time. And from here, we're going to windscreen wiper the legs. So taking the feet to mat distance apart. And just releasing what we just did. And from here, coming into our final pose, Shavasana. So taking the feet mat distance apart, allowing the feet to fall out to the sides. Bringing the shoulders away from the ears. Arms come away from the body, maybe palms facing up and open to receive. So resetting the body, resetting the nervous system, resetting the spine. Taking a nice long deep breath deep down into the core. Maybe fluttering the eyes closed or rest with your gaze about 3 or 4 feet ahead. And exhale out the mouth. Inhale. In through the chest, past the rib cage, deep into the abdomen, and releasing with a big sigh. Being grateful for your practice today, for showing up for yourself. Maybe setting a sankalpa or setting an intention for the rest of your day. Allowing your body to relax deep into the earth beneath you, feeling supported, feeling grateful. You may stay here as long as you wish, or at least for a minute or two. When you're ready, maybe bringing the feet together at the front of the mat, raising the hands overhead as you bring yourself to a nice long stretch on the inhale and release on the exhale. Bending the knees in towards the chest, leaving one hand overhead as you roll over onto that side. The other hand supports you in front of your heart. Maybe resting with the eyes closed, staying here for a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, pushing up with the hands, straightening out the front leg as we come into a nice, easy seated position at the front of our mat. So again, that can be either kneeling in Sukhasana or cross-legged as you need. So again, maybe with the eyes closed or resting with your gaze about 2 or 3 feet ahead. Nice tall straight spine as we engage the sit bones and extend the hands up and down through heart center. Exhale. Again, inhale the hands up and down through heart center. One more time, inhale and exhale. Slowly bring the hands down to your asana or third eye, place of intuition. Hands come to your Vishuddha or throat chakra, practicing safe expression. Hands come to Anahata chakra, your heart chakra. Practicing loving kindness. Slight tuck in the chin, coming into prayer. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of truth, of light, and of peace. When you are in that place in you, I am in that place in me. We are one. Namaste. Thank you for joining in my practice today. I hope you enjoyed the class. Please feel free to put any comments in the section below. Subscribe just here. Helps me to create more content. And if you let me know what you need or what your body needs or what you're looking for in your yoga practice, whether that's fitness, whether that's breath, whether that's releasing anxiety, maybe you have tension in the shoulders or you have pain in the hips, please let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback. Lovely for you to share in the class today, and I hope you will join me again. Hopefully next week I will have my video camera set up, which was donated to me kindly by the charity that I work for, which I volunteer for, sorry. I have ordered my tripod so I can actually use it, and the SD card. So hopefully that will help the quality to become a little bit better, and then my music quality will also be better rather than using my webcam on my computer. So please bear with me, else I'm in this learning curve, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you, and please enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.